Hey guys, my name's Cawley, I'm a buyer's agent at Envisage property. So I grew up in Newcastle, or more Lake Macquarie I guess you could say, west side, in a little town called Wobber, which most people won't know about, but it's a great little lifestyle in the bush there. Had a couple acres, grew up racing motocross, lots of friends, bush bikes, building jumps, all the fun stuff. Been married for 7 years now. Recently just became a dad to little Stella, my little daughter, which is great, and then we just have our little French bulldog Lenny living with us as well. So these days, in my spare time, I still like to get the motocross bike out. On the weekends I like to go surfing with friends, or just going to the beach with my dog, my wife and my daughter, and just having a coffee and chilling out. Still enjoy renovating when I get time, less time these days, but previously, most of my weekends would involve renovating or adding value to properties. So I bought my first property when I was 19. I remember I was actually going to buy a new car, and my dad convinced me to buy a property instead, which at the time I wasn't happy about, but I'm glad he pushed me into it. So my first property was in Black Horse Park, which is Lake Macquarie, and it was actually a nice, easy one to get me into the renovating scene, where the house had been smashed up, just cosmetically, and I'm actually a tradesman, so between my tradesman skills and my dad helping me, we managed to renovate this property. And then from there we leveraged that into a second property, which was another step up from there. So it was actually, used to be a brothel, I don't know if I can say that, but it did. So it was pretty bad, but we actually separated the property into two and built a granny flat downstairs, renovated upstairs. It was actually a really big renovation. I really enjoyed it, learned a lot. And we actually then moved in upstairs when we first got married and had tenants underneath us, which helped pay the mortgage, which made life easy for the first year or two of married life while my wife was still at uni full time. There wasn't a lot of cash flow then, so it definitely helped us to get through those times. So I kind of stumbled into BA work, I guess, buyer's agent work. So I always loved property, and property investment's been in my blood. My grandpa, he did a lot actually. He was very hands-on, and I remember him telling me stories about where he bought a house with a property in the middle of the block, and he actually put logs down and rolled the property to the left side, built the second property there, and lots of things like that. And growing up, my dad was always renovating properties, and he had multiple investments the whole time I was growing up. So I kind of watched that and helped when I could. I guess there wasn't too much I could do at that age. So I watched from a young age, and it's in my blood. So basically, when I was a tradesman, I didn't love my job at the time. And I just started watching so many education videos and YouTube stuff about property investment and how to renovate and add value and build portfolios and that sort of. So from there I got a traineeship actually as a property investment advisor, but it was very different to what I thought it would be. So I wouldn't say a dodgy company, but a company that wasn't working in their client's best interest. And for me, getting into property wasn't just about making money, it was also half of it was helping people and learning for me as well. So seeing some of the deals and sales tactics and properties that were sold to clients that just didn't sit well with me, and so I kind of left that job there in pursuit of buyer's agent work, to where I could actually work in an environment that's a trustworthy, calm environment, working for your client's best interest. So that's trying to work in a space like that, and that's where I found John. So I actually almost went around interviewing other buyer's agents that I could learn from, and to be honest, a lot was similar to the industry I came from, and that's where I related with John, because he has his client's best interests at heart. He's created like a trustworthy, calm environment where people can ask questions and be educated. Yeah, it's been awesome to see, especially young people setting up their futures, I guess, because I believe in property and what it can do for your future, and creating the lifestyle that you want, and not necessarily just to be buying fancy cars and things like that, but to have the freedom, the time to spend time with your family and can create the lifestyle you want. So I enjoy helping people and educating people on what is possible in that space, because a lot of people don't realise that the everyday Australian can achieve that, and it's awesome seeing it come to play.